As someone who's actively pursuing their biggest dreams, I can definitely tell why a lot of people's dreams stay up in the gutter because it is not an easy process. It is not something that is for people that just want a simple life that's just fun and full of joy. But it's going to have some bumpy roads, it's going to have some potholes, it's going to be, a lot of things going on. But the part is that we are still doing it. And I wanted to talk about that in this video with you guys to maybe inspire some people, maybe get the conversation going, maybe to see if some people can relate, maybe even if you're silently watching, knowing that you will not comment, we see each other because I'm the same way. I love to just watch and mind my business. But yeah, so let me introduce myself. Hi, everyone. My name is Branson. I'm an actor, singer, dancer, songwriter, influencer, and everything else in between. And right now, for the past, I want to say 8-ish months, I've been pursuing my film career. And it has been something that is very interesting. I've talked about this in a lot of videos, so most people can be like, we know Branson. But for the people that don't, yeah, I graduated from university last year, and I did major in theater, performance, and production, so I have experience on the stage and acting and all that jazz. Jazz. Anyways, but it's been very interesting, and it's been to my shock and my surprise that the film industry is a lot different because even from my first day on set, I won't forget, I was just so gagged and just amazed and in awe about how fast everything happened. But luckily my first day on set was on a vertical series, and I was an extra. So I wasn't actually having to talk or do anything, and I'm so happy for that because if I had to talk, I would have had a panic attack or something because it was a lot going on. I saw lights, I saw camera, I saw sound, I saw PAs, I saw director, I saw other actors, and if I would have had to say lines in the middle of all that, it would have been a lot. But then a month after that, that's when I got my first role in something else where I had to actually speak, and it was just so interesting, like having to hit my mark and learning these new terminologies. And yes, in school I did learn about it, but it's different when you're learning about something and then you just whisk away until actually doing that, because once you're doing something, you can't just throw it out of your brain because you're actively learning the vocabulary, you're actively doing it. So that was a lot, but I'm so happy that I did that. And then since then, there have been a few things that I've done, and when I announce more, you guys will be the first to know. I will come on here and say, guys, go watch this. I did that for a series that I was in. Should I put the link in the description? I'll put the link in the description. I do this every time I mention it, but this is a vertical series that came out maybe 2 months ago. I think it's called The Summer My Heart Stopped, and I was the waiter in it. So I'll put the link in the description. If I forget, remind me in the comments, but I don't think I'll forget. But yeah, I was the waiter in there. So go check it out. It's The Summer My Heart Stopped. It will be in the link in the description. Anyways, but back to the whole topic of this video. There have been so many days where I've just felt so not numb, but just very much, is this what I want to do? Especially when you're a creative like me, that you just want to do the art, you just want to create it. Obviously, you want people to see what you can do with your craft, but me trying to find the words, okay? Stay with me, guys. I promise I'll find the words. But having to actually there was a lot more auditioning involved than how it was with theater, especially because at my university, when I did shows, I was only competing with the people in my university, and they were amazing. Actually, my school is top 25 drama schools in the world. In the world, gag. Yes. But it was still like a way smaller knit of people versus you're auditioning for film, you're auditioning for people from this part of the USA, this part of Canada, this, like, all around the globe. And it's kind of fun. It's throwing you into the waters, but also it's actually me having to confront myself and saying, okay, look, we got to put in this work. We got to actually do that. And I wanted to say that because there may be someone out there, maybe you, maybe someone that really, they want to do something, but they're just afraid of actually trying and putting in that work, because it's a lot having to come to the realization with yourself saying, okay, I've wanted to do this for a while now, or I've always wanted to do this. Whatever your timeline is, you could have wanted to do it maybe last week, but it's really on you. It's really what you truly know. it clicked. But actually having to confront the fact of, okay, are we pursuing this? Because it's easy. It's easy. Like, let's say, I don't know, you want to be the best baker in your city. You want to have the best cakes, cupcakes, and all that. But actually saying, okay, well, for one, I have to, build a clientele. I have to start making stuff. I have to test out, see if my recipe is good, see if other people, how they perceive it, see what they might like, see, okay, if I can tweak this, okay, now I have to see about real estate, getting a property, and then thinking, it's just a lot. But actually having just that thought of, I want to be the best baker in the city, and then actually having to execute that is like, okay, let's rev that engine up. Like, and it can be scary because there's so many factors that you have to do when all you want to do is just be the best baker in the city. I mean, I say best baker in the city, but maybe just be the best baker you can be. And essentially with acting, all I want to do is act. I want the camera, and I want me, and I want co-stars, and I want directors, and I just want to, have a scene. People love it. People watch it, enjoy, watch it on their free time, like laying in bed or with their friends, and just doing that and just act. But it's a lot of other factors, aka getting training, which I do love training because I actually love acting. So going to class, I recently started acting classes, outside of university, because, but other ones for film. I started those maybe like 2 months ago, and it's my first time taking a professional acting class after university. But actually having to like submit, and a lot of what I've been doing lately is just submit, and then working on acting and acting classes and like scenes and stuff like that. Me and my friend were actually about to start helping each other out with like more monologues and scenes and stuff. So that's cute. But yeah, it's a lot of factors when all I want to do is just, be on a set and act and have you guys just enjoy. But yeah, so the next reason I want to talk about why a lot of people, I feel that maybe a lot of people's goals and dreams stay hidden or just in the back is because sometimes it's really easy to be addicted to planning. And what I mean by that is, for me, I love a good search. I love going on the interweb, and I love just saying, okay, so I'll research a random actor who's successful in their craft and who's doing what they do. And then I'll research, okay, so where did they get their start? How did they do it? Who were they trained by? And then I just start planning. But then when I did that yesterday, and I did that the day before, and the day before, and the day before, I'm essentially just getting a lot of information. But look, it's so easy because I saw somewhere that the mind, when it's planning or when it's thinking of something, it uses that dopamine as action, and it thinks that it's acting. But in reality, you're not doing anything but just getting the information. And there was this quote. Did I read it in a book? Because I'm reading The 4-Hour Workweek right now. But did I read it in a book or did I see it on YouTube? It was a quote from somebody saying, no, it was in the book. What is the book I'm reading right now? Guys, my mind is blanking. I just finished the audiobook yesterday. Who was it by? It was by Jim Stovall and Dr. Schneider, is that his name? Guys, I won't be thinking about the quote all day. I don't want to do that to you guys, but it was just basically saying, if you get knowledge but don't use it, it's worthless. But if you have no knowledge but action without a plan, girl, we're gonna butcher the quote. I really need to get better at my quote game, okay? Because I know some people just cite quotes left and right, and I'm like, okay, how do y'all remember that? My brain doesn't work that way. My brain is like, we need to see it a couple times, and we need to remember a lot. But maybe it's because they plan it out. Maybe it's because they know that they practice that quote a lot of times, so they use it. Because me, I find a new quote, and I love it for the week, and then I'm like, yeah. But then I'm like, where did I find it? Anyways, but yeah, just don't mistake planning for actual action. Because for me, like I said, I would be researching this. I would say, okay, what do I need to do? What's the start? Where to go? And yes, it has helped me like planning it out, but doing it all the time and doing more planning than the actual action is not going to work. And that's essentially why I started my YouTube channels, because for a while I was just like, I love YouTube videos. I would like to do a YouTube channel. I want people to connect with me, see my journey, and like all this other stuff like that. But I was just researching stuff about YouTube, and I'm like, wait, bring the video out and just start posting, okay? Don't know what you're doing and start posting. And if you go to the video because I've been posting every single day, by the way, if you don't know, I've been posting every single day. And like, even like, I started in February, what is it, in June? Wow. Anyways, but if you go to my videos in February, it's the same setup, just like this. And hey, we're still figuring it out, okay? Because some people are liking it. So I'm like, hey, maybe if in the future, if it goes better, when? Okay, let's speak it into existence, when? Because I want you guys on this journey. Maybe I'll upgrade a camera, upgrade a light, because I do have a ring light, but it's actually broken right now. It works, but it's very flimsy going everywhere. Anyways, But just back to the topic, planning, just focus more on the action, guys. And me getting in front of this camera every day, planning out a video, because my first videos, I was just like, okay, I need a topic, and then we're gonna go into the video. But it was a lot going on. But now I kind of plan a little bit out, but I'm still the same, jumbly, still the same. Look, I have my list of topics right here. Maybe I talked about too. But look, if you like me, maybe you just like me talking. But anyways, yeah, guys. Ooh, I just want to say, don't let your dreams go to the back burner if you want to pursue them. Because yes, everything is so cute and amazing in your head, and it's so easy to just get caught up in this fantasy. But when you actually pursue, it's going to take some work, but you can do it, because all the people that you admire, all the people that you see, even if it's a person, even if it's a thing, even a feeling, they've succeeded, and you can succeed. You can succeed as well. Okay? Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love y'all so much. I'll put the link in the description. The Summer My Heart Stopped. Again, I was the waiter in that. And yeah, I love you guys so much. And bye.